Ever stop to think how much those little impulse buys on your phone are adding up to, and how many subscription payments are sneaking out of your bank account every single month? Before I started using Rocket Money, let me tell you, I had no idea. But the first time I logged in, I saved $435. I couldn't believe it. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings. I just love the dashboard. It shows everything in one place, even the subscriptions you forgot you signed up for. And if there's something you don't need, Rocket Money helps you cancel it. Plus, it alerts you if a bill increases or if something unusual pops up in your account. It's basically like having a personal assistant for your money. Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/Kim today. That's rocketmoney.com/Kim. rocketmoney.com/Kim. Hi, Kim Komando here. Well, first up, we have your digital life hack. And after that, I'm going to play a call from my weekend national radio show. 80% of singles lie on their dating profiles. Not exactly the best foundation of a relationship. I'm Kim Komando for Goldco. I protect my savings with real gold and silver. Right now, get up to 10% back in bonus silver at goldco.com/Kim. The most common lies: age, height, and relationship status. Think your online date is fibbing? Paste the messages into ChatGPT. AI can analyze them to catch inconsistencies. If they claim to be 30 but casually mention seeing The Breakfast Club in theaters, AI will flag that. What about height? Women are using ChatGPT to call out guys lying about their height. Upload a few photos, and it will estimate height based on surroundings. In a test, ChatGPT was accurate within an inch. Now, wondering if you're their main squeeze or a side fling? ChatGPT can analyze responses to questions like, "Where do you see us in a few months?" or "How do you usually spend your weekends?" If your love interest is vague, time to look for other fish in the sea. Sign up for my free newsletter at getkim.com. Next up, a call from my weekend show, The Kim Komando Show. Enjoy. In business, they say you can have better, cheaper, or faster, but you only get to pick two. What if you could have all three? That's exactly what Cohere, Thomson Reuters, and Specialized Bikes have since they upgraded to the next generation of the cloud, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure. OCI is the blazing fast platform for your infrastructure, database, application development, and AI needs, where you can run any workload in a high-performance environment and spend less than with other clouds. How's it faster? OCI Block Storage delivers more operations per second. Cheaper, up to 50% less for compute, 70% less for storage, and 80% less for networking. Better, in test after test, customers report lower latency and higher bandwidth versus other clouds. This is the cloud built for AI and all your biggest workloads. And right now, with zero commitment, try OCI for free. Just go to oracle.com/Kim. That's oracle.com/Kim, oracle.com/Kim. Stephen in Orlando, Florida. Glad to have you with us. Hi, Stephen.
Thanks for taking the call, Kim.
Anytime. So what's on your mind?
I'm a small businessman and I have young adult kids, and it's with the situation right now so scary. You just don't know who you are talking to, who you are meeting. Just wanted to check on I know from employer's point of view how to do the background checks, but wanted to see if there is something on a personal level that a good background check which checks on the social media of a person, and are there any laws that or any disclaimers, any forms that need to be signed, things like that. So
are you dating?
No, it's for my kids.
Oh, it's for your kids. Okay.
Yes.
So you want to know if you want to check out what they're doing, or you want to check out who they're going out with?
Who they're going out with, right.
Okay.
To make sure that it is safe, yes.
Yeah, that's a tough one. Because I can tell you, when my son tells me about somebody, I do a full stalking on that person. I do, just to say, okay, who is she? What does this mean? Where's her,
right.
And parents and house and, education, and look at her social media and things. Obviously you start by Google.
Right.
And then from there, you can have like digital traces, meaning that you can see whatever, like in my son's case, I see who he likes. But in addition to that, I have such a relationship with my son that I actually said, tell me about your girlfriend and let me see her,
Right.
let me see her Instagram. Let me see her Facebook. And
Yeah, that is not a problem with my kids too. So
yeah, so I mean, so that because then you have like this open communication, and it's not that we don't trust their judgment. We want to know a little bit. We just want to make sure that everything's okay because we may see something that they don't, right?
Right.
Because we've got bad relationship experience, so and good relationship experience.
Right.
Now there are in order to do a background check, you don't need their permission. I guess it depends upon the state. But there's a website called Checkr. It's CHEKR, and it's about $30. And it will do. There are different tiers. Some include, Social Security number traces, credit checks, criminal searches, watch lists. I have found that by going to. Have you heard me talk about this website called Family Tree Now?
No.
Okay. You go to familytreenow.com. I hate this site, by the way. Is that you can pretty much type in anybody's name and it will come back and it will tell you a lot about that person.
Okay.
Who they're related to, where they have lived, how old they are, what are their parents. I'll tell you what, Stephen, I'm going to do a little commercial now. What I want you to do is I want you to go to familytreenow.com.
Okay.
Type in your name. I'm going to put you on hold though, okay? Don't hang up. Do that now. And then I want you to tell me what you found out about yourself, okay? So hold on right here. It's familytreenow.com. familytreenow.com. And then we're going to come back and we're going to find out exactly what Stephen learned about himself, or maybe even a girlfriend or boyfriend. You're being watched. Every time you go online, internet service providers track your every move. Here in the United States, they're selling our browsing history. Until that changes, you need to protect yourself like I do with ExpressVPN, an easy-to-use app that encrypts and reroutes all your internet traffic through secure servers. With ExpressVPN, your internet provider can't see your browsing history, and it hides your IP address and location. Plus, you can even change your IP address to stay completely private and anonymous online. And with servers in over 100 countries, you can appear virtually anywhere. It's so easy to use. One button and you're connected. And with apps for every device, phones, laptops, desktops, tablets, ExpressVPN makes it simple to stay private anywhere you connect. Start taking your online privacy seriously like I do with ExpressVPN. Get up to 4 extra months of ExpressVPN right now at expressvpn.com/Kim. That's expressvpn.com/Kim. All right, so if you're just joining us, a couple of minutes ago we were talking to Steve in Orlando, Florida, who was asking about how to do a background check, and I told you about a website. So what'd you find?
Yeah, it's a lot of information,
isn't it? And it's just free. It's just free.
Scary. Right. So, is there any way to block this information?
Exactly. That's you're like so was it?
Wow, this is.
So you have your name, right? Your home address, your age.
Right. Right.
Okay. Does it have your cell phone number?
Yes.
If you had a landline, it'd be there too.
Right. Right.
And it probably has all your relatives.
Yes.
And then you can just click and find them too.
Right.
Okay. This is why I hate this website. You can opt out, and you got to nosy around on Family Tree. They changed the directions on how to opt out, but I think there's a link now. There may be a link on the bottom where you can get your information taken out of there, because it's very disheartening that anybody on the internet can just type in your name and they find out all this stuff.
Right. Right.
But that's where, and I don't want to turn this into a commercial because you were asking about how you can get information about somebody. But this is where Incogni, you've maybe heard me talk about Incogni, where they get you out of the personal databases and the data brokers and the people's search sites. So they would get you out of all, not just this site, but there's 419 other sites just like this one. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So, but this one just happens to be the one that I actually use when I want to find out something about somebody. I want to see if they live in a decent house, if I'm about ready to do a deal with them, or I'm wondering, if they're married or how many kids they have or whatever it may be. But you can opt out of familytreenow.com. I believe the link I said is at the bottom. But if you really want to get rid of out of all these sites, that's where Incogni comes in. They do it for you, because otherwise you'd be just sitting there doing this 420 times. And just go to privacykim.com. You get 60% off. That's privacykim.com. Hey, join over 650,000 folks who get my free newsletter every single morning. You're going to love it. It takes just 5 minutes to stay up to date on everything that's happening in the tech world. Get the current newsletter. Sign up now at getkim.com.